The animals. The Egyptians believed that a balanced relationship between people and animals was an essential element in the cosmic order, and therefore believed that humans, animals, and plants were members of one entity. Therefore, animals, whether domesticated or wild, were a vital source of spirituality, companionship, and support for the ancient Egyptians. Livestock constituted the most important animal resource. The government collected taxes on livestock in regular official censuses, and the size of the herd reflected the status and importance of the nobility or temple that owned it. The ancient Egyptians also raised sheep, goats, and pigs. As for domesticated birds, such as ducks, geese, and pigeons, they were trapped in nets and raised on farms, where they were force-fed with dough for the purpose of fattening them. The Nile was an abundant source of fish and fish resources. Bees have been domesticated since at least the Old Kingdom and provided the Egyptians with honey and wax. Donkeys and oxen were used either for the purpose of carrying and transporting or plowing and landscaping the soil. Bulls, especially fertile ones, contributed their meat and were an essential part of the sacrificial rituals. 770. The Hyksos introduced horses in the second transitional phase to the country, and camels did not appear as working animals until the late era, despite their discovery since the New Kingdom. There is also evidence to suggest that elephants were used for a short period in the late period, but were largely dispensed with due to the lack of wild pastures they needed. 778. Dogs, cats, and monkeys were pets of the common people, while animals more extreme and exotic to the Egyptians, such as lions, were imported from Central Africa and owned only by nobles and kings. Herodotus noted that the Egyptians were the only people at that time who raised animals inside their homes. During the two periods, the pre-dynastic period and the late era, the worship of the gods in the shape and form of their animals, such as the cat Bastet and the ibis Thoth, became widespread and very popular. These animals were raised on farms in large numbers for the purpose of ritual sacrifice.